Hey everyone, welcome to another process video. I'm Jenny and this is the layout that I'm going to be making today. So I'm still using some bits and pieces from my stash and predominantly things that are laying on my desk out at the moment. So I am continuing on with this collection from Elle Studio called Let's Eat that I made a layout from the other day using this kit. Muddling my words again. So once again, it's after 10 o'clock at night and I finally got a chance to sit here and make the video. So do forgive me if I'm sounding a little bit tired and not making much sense. So I have pre-prepared a little bit of this layout, just worked out where I wanted to put my journaling. I knew I wanted to have it over to the side a little bit, so I've written my journaling out already and I'm just pulling some bits and pieces that I have over to the left hand side and trying to work out where I want to layer some bits and pieces up. And I've made some faux flare there from those little epoxy stickers, and I've used some papers from the same collection. I'm also adding some bits and pieces from the Amy Tangerine Shine collection, Rise and Shine collection as well, and they coordinate perfectly well with this kit. So loving the colours of this kit. Love the aqua and white and just the pops of pink and yellow. So that seems to be what I'm, using and going to as of late. And so, I've got lots of bits and pieces out, so I may as well just use them up. So I've got a little bit of ripped paper there. I was trying a Missy Whidden edge with my paper and quite like that. So I thought I may as well add that in. And a little bit of a doily, and I'm happy with the way that is like that. As you saw before, I had the grey down the bottom and I quite liked that. So either way, sometimes when you're doing a layout, there is no right or wrong. It's just a matter of what you want to do on the day. So I had a look at it, liked it, but decided that I actually wanted to have the grey up the top. I think it balanced the square that I've got in the middle a little bit more, so that's what I've gone with. So the Let's Eat card there and that stripy piece to the left and the card to the right that I've got my journaling on were all a part of a 12 by 12 sheet that had the cut parts on it, so I've cut them apart. And the Let's Eat card actually just had Eat on it, and I've used some Amy Tangerine vellum letter stickers and I've written Let's on it. So I just made that part of my title, and I've actually had those vellum stickers in my stash for years and years, and this was the first time I actually used them. So I was quite happy with that, and I really liked them. The fact that they were quite flat and they're see-through, so they each letter comes with a few different shades of the one colour. So it actually worked out for a great little title. So that's what that is. So there's really the background pieces from that same Elle Studio. The grey piece that I have in my hand now is from the Elle Studio Let's Eat. The cut apart cards, and that's pretty much it. So the rest are and actually that pink piece that you can see that I'm actually going to stick this card onto, that's one of the pieces as well. And then the rest is from the Amy Tangerine Rise and Shine, as I said before. So all I'm doing is using that as my title, trying to work out how far I want it to come up. I actually don't want it to be even with the line on the top. I want it to pop up just a tiny little bit, and I don't want to have all even and symmetrical edges. I just want it to be a little bit uneven, a bit messy, and I like having little bits of angles of paper poking out a little bit, like underneath my photo. I'm quite happy with that. So just trying to stick everything down now so I can see how far I need to place the little the little diamond piece of paper at the top. There I am moving it around to make sure that we can actually see it. And then when I'm happy with it, I start sticking things down. So I think I've got that half a doily sitting there. I think I used that one in the last layout that I did. And so we've just kept the other half, and I'm going to pop it in there. So lots of fiddling around. So this one I've sped it up 2 times 2, and you can actually see it's not really that fast. So this one was actually a very slow going, and you know, put things down, moved it around, etc, etc. So but that's okay. I was enjoying it, and I've got my kids away camping at the moment, so both of them have gone camping with friends, so not together with you know, 2 different lots of friends, and one's gone one side of the state and one's gone the other side, and so they've just gone for a few days and they will be back tomorrow. And so I've got a little bit of extra time up my sleeve at the moment, so I was able to come home from work and just come into my scrap room and just get a layout made, so I was very happy with that. So you saw me there just fiddling around. I used some wet glue to put the first layer down, and it held like glue within seconds. So I put it down, then realised I wanted to slip this piece underneath, and already it had glued itself down. So quick drying glue, this stuff is awesome. So just trying to work out this piece on the bottom. I thought that I might like the patterned piece that I just stuck down to actually go underneath the yellow card, but I didn't like the angle that was left jutting out, so I decided to get rid of that. So this one here is not very heavily embellished, so I'm just putting those flare down, the enamel flare, and I am going to get a couple of sequins. So I've got a couple of sequins to the side in my little tray, and I'm just going to put a few of those and some black ink splatters, and then that's pretty much it for my embellishments. So, you know, if you get the embellishment kits, you know, when kits come with everything, they are easy to use because you get cut apart cards, you get some flair in there, you get some chipboard shapes, you usually get some letters. It's easy to put layouts together when everything is coordinated. It's a little bit more challenging when you don't have a lot of things to coordinate. But for me, I love the challenge of just being able to still make a nice layout with what you've got on hand, and knowing that we don't have to overly embellish or use lots and lots and lots of pre-bought and pre-made embellishment pieces, that you can actually just use your supplies and really just take it right back and be minimal. So all I've really got on here is those little flare and some sequins, and you know, I'm liking it. I think it's okay. It's pretty good. So I'm just using a little stick to what's it called, a pickup stick or quick stick or something like that, quick stick, and I'm just poking the sequins down into the glue, making sure that they hold. And I'm adding some black, this one's not India ink, it is called acrylic artist ink. So that's what that one is, and just adding that, and that is done for me. So I will show you a little bit of a close-up, and then I'll show you some still shots so you can have a look a bit closely. So just showing you, there's the flare. So they're quite fun to make. A lot of people are making them online at the moment and have done so for years as well. So I'm not the first one to come up with that idea, but they were fun to make, and you know, I haven't made them in advance. I'm just making them as I go and coordinating with what I have. So yeah, so that's it from me. Thank you for watching, and I appreciate all of my new subscribers, and I appreciate all of your beautiful comments, and just for watching. So I will see you next time. Bye.